this country is where we are today and why we're where we are.
Where we are not where?
It's because we have currently spent 2.7 trillion in 2 budget cycles. That's why we're where we are.
You were where?
That's why we're here today.
You want to finish all the wear now? Everything wear. You want to finish? Which wear will I use? Which wear will I use? You want to wear. Okay, I wear the shirt.
Now that we have known where we were before the where we are we, make we shook eye for matters arising. Today, I want to analyze or perhaps summarize from the people's perspective the opinions of the 5 vice presidential candidates that were part of that vice presidential debate. From their own perspective or whatever they say, I have broken it down to 3 cardinal issues which I believe that does not in any way reflect the aspiration of my people, the people of the southeastern region and where they call the South-South, the Niger Delta region. Honestly speaking, from all the aspirants or candidates, whatever they call them, they do not reflect the aspiration of our people. And not just my people, but most people in Nigeria. These 3 areas are the issue of fuel subsidy, that's the economy, the issue of restructuring, and corruption, which is the 3rd one.
The main problem of this country today is its economy. The economy is on the knees. And because it's not working, it's not creating jobs. So that is not any policy. You're not creating jobs, you're not doing the right thing, and you're just fighting corruption. You can't shut down your shop and be chasing criminals.
And if you allow criminals to steal all the inventory in the shop, there will be no shop. Cannot do what we want to do unless we're able to minimize corruption or eradicate it completely.
Subsidy is not even in the interest of the common man. Some of us will have as many as 20, 30 cars. What are the common people on the street? The poor peasant farmers, what are they benefiting from it? Some of them don't even have a bicycle. The subsidy regime only favors the rich.
Subsidy in Nigeria is fraught with corruption.
Now let me start with the fuel subsidy, the economy. It is not a rocket science. I've said this time without number that it is not a rocket science in this 21st century for a country like Nigeria to still be talking about light as a major challenge. Come on. Most of the African countries, they are no longer talking about that. Look at Ghana. They have uninterrupted power supplies. They have, at least to a large extent, most African countries have stable power supplies. But in Nigeria, it is a rocket science. In Nigeria, where you have natural gas, in Nigeria, where you have sun heating the people at almost the highest centigrade, whereas other countries are converting these energies into power. In the country like Nigeria, where you have dams, then you're still talking about power. You're still talking about electricity as a major challenge. In fact, it beats my imagination that at this stage, Nigeria is still talking about fuel subsidy. Now, let me just summarize it this way and bring it down to the lowest level where an ordinary person can understand without blowing all this useless jargon that they use to confuse the people. If you're talking about fuel subsidy, all those are nonsense, because there shouldn't be any reason why Nigeria as a country should be subsidizing any fuel. Imported fuel, for that matter, not even the fuel that is produced in Nigeria, imported fuel, where you have crude oil being exported as the major foreign exchange, as the major source of foreign exchange in Nigeria. Why will you be importing fuel? And why is it that the refineries in Nigeria are not working or are not meeting up to the consumption level of Nigerians? Now, let me tell you this. You can agree with me or you may disagree with this assertion that 70% of petroleum product being consumed in Nigeria, 70% of it is consumed through the use of power generator and not automobile. 70% of petroleum product being consumed is consumed with the use of power generator by companies and business owners and even private houses. Because there is no electricity, there is visually no household that don't have, no matter how small it is, power generator. I pass my neighbor. I heard when they were saying that the people that are beneficiaries of first subsidy is the rich people that have 5, 2, 7 and all that nonsense, that have multiple cars, that are the ones that are benefiting from first subsidy. But that is not true. A barber beside my office is using generator. The tailor is using generator. Even the woman that is frying akara at night to entertain or to carry out her business at night, she needs small power generator. I pass my neighbor. Face to face me house where there is ghetto, you see people almost burning themselves and smoking themselves like stockfish because of power generator. Why? Because there is no light. Now, how many number of Nigerians or families have cars? You see, it is in a very minor or very insignificant figure compared to the population of Nigeria. But greater number of Nigerians have power generator, no matter how small it is. Now, if Nigeria was able all these years to harness power and electricity in Nigeria, what are we talking about? The Nigerian refineries, no matter how small it is, can actually carry the load of all these automobiles in Nigeria. There will be a drop in consumption of petroleum products, and there will be no need to import fuel, and we will not be talking about first subsidy. It is not a rocket science. It is not a rocket science. So for you to tell me that first subsidy and what you are using as argument for or against is those people that are benefiting from it and people that are not benefiting from it and all that crap, all those are nonsense. All those things are nonsense. To me, when there is power, there will be no need for you to have importation of fuel, and they will not be talking about first subsidy. And when you have power, people will be working. You will not be talking about unemployment. You will not be talking about social vices. You will not be talking about hunger and poverty and Nigeria becoming the headquarters of poverty. Everything revolves around this. Can you imagine if there is any increase in prices, the price of everything escalates automatically. Why? Because the economy of Nigeria solely depends on petroleum products. Heavily depends on it. Companies, manufacturers, businesses, everyone visually uses power generator, and they buy fuel to run their businesses. So once you increase the price of petroleum product, it skyrockets every services. Products and services will go to the highest height. The prices will go up. So it is not a rocket science. In this 21st century, okay, look at what our brother, the former Minister of Power, Bat Naji, did in Aba. It is people who are alive and breathing and saying that they are human beings. They are the ones frustrating that power plant from running. And some of you are in church praying down for miracle, that you are looking for jobs, while people are sitting down on your employment. If that power plant is working, to tell you Aba will be an industrial hub in the entire African region. Entire Africa, Aba will be an industrial hub. And we will be talking about social vices there. We will be talking about unemployment there. We will be talking about all this nonsense that we are talking about. We will be talking about first subsidy. If Nigerians are enjoying at least a minimum of, let me say in a day, 12 hours power supply, to be honest with you, prices of goods and services will drop to the minimum level. Everyone can afford to. The Nigerian naira will have value. People will begin to. I'm not here to talk about economy, but it makes me mad when people try to go on television posing as professors and all that to confuse the people. It is not a rocket science. Now to the second one. So I don't want to waste my time there. These guys, they are just there talking to themselves. As far as I'm concerned, it does not reflect the aspiration of the people. If they want to reflect the aspiration of the people, they should go down and fix power. When you fix power, everything will fall in place. It is not a rocket science. And since you cannot do it, then why going to office? Why going to government? All these years you've not been able to do nothing for the people. Now to the second one, the issue of they call it restructuring. So many people have given it their own terminology. I'm not yet to talk about what definition you are giving it. To the answer man, restructuring is a balkanization of Nigeria, which they will never want to support. I keep wondering how Atiku wants to do his own kind of restructuring. He's talking about economic restructuring and all that crap, all those things that those guys are talking. All these things are nonsense. What my people want is freedom. That is what the people of the Southeastern region wants. When I mean Southeastern region, including the 10 states that cover the South and the Southeast, excluding Edo State, or probably some parts of Edo State, my people want, the Biafran people want freedom, economic freedom, political freedom. How can that be guaranteed? Give them regional autonomy. That is the minimum. The minimum our people can go for. Regional autonomy. Irreducible minimum that our people can go for. Regional autonomy. They want to have political and economic independence. They want to go back as it were during the time of Opera, during the First Republic. They want to carry out their economic pursuit without being, caged by all these bottlenecks. They call this one concurrent whatever and the residual whatever, all those crap. Let me tell you, anything outside regional autonomy for my people to have a political independence and govern themselves the way they can and strive and develop the economy and aspire and attain economic heights which they can without being drawn back by those who are still living in the 19th centuries. Anything outside that, my people are not interested in that. So I wonder what Atiku and P2B tends to offer our people. Talking about restructuring and confusing themselves. Anything outside that, we are not interested. My people are not interested in the kind of federation where it is not actually federation. There is no federating unit in Nigeria. Who is federating who? What constitution is federating? Before now, this United Kingdom used to be some kind of a unitary system where the whole people are just clustered at the center and breathing. Everyone is clustered to have one parliament. But today, it is like a federation. The Scottish people have their own parliament, they have their own constitution, they have their own life, political independence and economic independence. The same with Wales. But of Nigeria, and you call it Federal Republic of Nigeria, is a unitary republic. A unitary state of Nigeria is what Nigeria should be called, and not a federal republic of Nigeria. Is not a republic, neither is it what do you call it, a federating or country. It's not a federal republic. So all these debates, whether restructuring or this, their definition about restructuring is just to keep the people down and continue in their business of becoming the 21st century colonial masters of their own people, and that must end. It must end. It is only going to happen if the people will rise. It is only when the people are organized, understand that these guys will continue to manipulate their future, that is the only time the revolution can be caused, and the people will take their destiny in their hands. Taking their destiny in their hands is taking their lands back, being in charge of their future, being in charge of their destiny, securing the future of their unborn generation, and not these political criminals. I call them criminals because they have been committing crime against humanity in governance. What have they done? They've done virtually nothing for the people for the past God knows how long. They've done virtually nothing. They're only interested in their pockets and in their family, and that must come to an end. Who is loyal to Nigeria? Nobody. None of these political misleaders are loyal to Nigeria. Their children are not here. Their children don't school here. They don't receive medical attention here. They all travel. They have medical insurance outside Nigeria. They travel abroad for virtually everything. They bank abroad. They buy houses abroad. They secure their futures abroad. Oh my God. It is high time. I'm not interested. Some people will always misunderstand me when I say Biafrans must go into political revolution. They think I'm talking about Nigerian politics. We have to play the Biafran politics, the politics of Biafra. That is what I'm talking about, because independence agitation is a political process. Take it or leave it. I have no apology to that, and I'm not changing. I'm going to stand on this truth, even if it's only me that is standing on it. This truth, we must stand on it. I don't care how many likes or how many dislikes, but what I care for is that my people get the truth. It is time to rise. Stop praying. Stop lamenting. Stop commenting on Facebook. Stop just gossiping on the social media. It is time for you to know that these guys have mortgaged your future. It is high time you rise and do the right thing. Now, the last which I'm going to be talking about is the issue of corruption. Anyway, I'm not going to say anything about corruption, because when you talk about corruption, another name for corruption is Nigeria. I think the definition of corruption should be changed in the dictionary to mean corruption means Nigeria. Nigeria is corruption. Everything about Nigeria is corruption. Everything about Nigeria is a mass in corruption. Anything you touch in Nigeria is corrupt. Everything in Nigeria is corrupt. The system is totally polluted. So talking about corruption is just like asking me the kettle and the pot, which one is black? They are all black. Whether you call this one black pot or black kettle, they are all black. That is Nigeria for you. So any of these guys talking about being sent, try to be sanctimonious, try to present themselves as saints. Well, let me just leave that to you. Based on the argument Peter Obi raised in terms of fighting corruption, he said that fighting corruption is not an economic policy. That's what he said. And he made an assumption that you don't close down your shop, your supermarket, because people are coming to steal from your shelves. But all you need to do is to put the right structures in place to checkmate those who are coming in to steal and stop it and increase sale. While the other man, the professor, the where we are we, you understand what I mean? Good. Was saying that if you leave people to continue stealing, there will be no shop to even have at all. Now, I want you to now drop your comment. I want this discussion to continue from this angle. Who do you think is right among the two? Who do you think is right among the two? And that is where I'll be wrapping up on this episode. Drop your comment. Let me have your comments. For those of you who have been following our programs and our videos, I want to say kudos to you guys. We've come a long way. I want to sincerely appreciate you. For those who have subscribed, those who have been liking and sharing our video, I want to appreciate you sincerely, especially those who have continued to attack and say all manner of things, unpredictable things about BVI, myself, and all that. You are making us better, to be honest with you. Continue, but we are not going to stop telling the people the truth, because this platform is founded, the foundation of this platform is established on truth, and that truth, we will continue on that. Here, we see it, we share it. That is the way it goes. Thank you for watching. I want to wish you compliment of the season. Please, I will always advise you, be moderated in everything you do throughout this season. Stay safe and stay blessed. Till I come your way, I still remain Associate Peters, saying goodbye as I'm signing out on this program.